Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Today we're going to make a birthday card, and the items that we're going to be using are part of the Simon Says Stamp brand new release called Out of This World. Now we're going to make a birthday card. We're using the little sunflower bloom. This is a small die. It's a layering die. This is what it looks like. It's a two-piece, so it's layerable. If you like dimensions, you could pop the center up, or if you don't like dimension, you can just glue it down, which makes it really nice. So if you want to use colored cardstock, you could die cut out your flower portion with yellow, and then this maybe with the brown. So we're going to be using this on our card today. And sunflowers are typically yellow, and I always associate sunflowers kind of with fall themed, but I'm going to turn this into a Gerber daisy. We're also going to be using a sentiment from the Birthday Shenanigans stamp set. This is a large 6x8 stamp sets. A lot of fun birthday sentiments in here. Great for everyone. Some are traditional. Some are a little bit snarky. And make a wish. Then blow out that bonfire. I'm sure that's what they're going to be saying to me this year. You have just a lot of fun sentiments, snarky sentiments, birthdays, tiaras, sprinkles. You get it all in here. We're going to use this on our card today. So we're going to jump in, and first of all, we're going to create our background. For my background, I'm bringing in a Simon Says Stamp circle doodle background. Since the name of this release is Out of This World, I thought we'd just go crazy and create kind of a psychedelic background. Since this is a background, I'll bring in my stamping positioner. And I'm just going to go traditional black and white with this. Let me remove my mouse pad here. And we'll add this. And then I need a piece of cardstock. I'm going to take my card front panel, I'm going to layer it on my background where I want it to go, and then I will bring the back of my stamping positioner, and I will press this down really good. I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. We're going to heat emboss our background, because I mentioned we're going to do a little ink blending over the back, and so this is going to ensure that my ink doesn't smear. So I'll just ink these circles up. And we'll go ahead and press down really good. Okay. And I think that looks good. Maybe a little more up here. Okay, I'm going to take my paper out. I'm going to go over this with some clear embossing powder. Okay, we'll put this off to the side. I'm going to use my heat gun and I'll melt this, and then we'll do a little bit of ink blending. Boy, it just kind of comes to life. It kind of really, kind of out of this world. Okay, let's put the ink away and bring in our colored inks. I'm using my Memento ink, and I have 3 colors that I chose. I love black with bold colors. So I'm using Tangelo. I have Dandelion and Lilac Posies. The inks that I use are Mementos, but any kind of these 3 colors would work, even your oxide inks if you wanted to. And I'll use my blending brushes. These are from Simon Says Stamp. They're really nice. I really am enjoying these. I use these for my inks. I have the regular brushes that I use for my oxide inks, but these ones I use for my ink pads. And I'm just going to pick up my Tangelo And I'm going to go over the circle here. And then we're going to alternate, so each of these kind of has their own little color family. And then I will bring in my yellow. And I'm kind of going in the middle because that's going to be covered, so I kind of just want to go in an order here. We'll go with our pink. And I think that looks good. My background is done. I'm going to go ahead and put away my inks, and I'm going to adhere this to my card base, which is a standard A2 size card base. We'll go ahead and just use my tape runner for that. Now we're going to create some flowers using our little sunflower bloom. I'm going to take this die and die cut it out 3 times, and I will be right back. Now I'm going to use those same inks and color in each of the flowers. So we'll use our orange. I'm hoping I can get away with the ink that's still on my ink pad. So we're just going to go around the edges here. And I think I need a little more ink. I'm going to add a little bit more. My base part is done, and now we're going to, for the center of my flowers, I'm going to use my black ink brush. And I'm just going to add a little bit to one side for a little bit of dimension here. I might have to ink up a little bit more. Let me grab my memento. Okay, just what it needed. I'm going to layer my flower centers with some foam tape. And then I'll remove the release paper. And then I will go ahead and add the flower centers. I think these will make a great focal point for my card. Okay, I'm going to create a background panel with the Sunny Studio Stitched Arch die set. I'm taking this is the largest and this is the second largest. And I'm going to take my white cardstock. We'll die cut out a panel. And then I'm going to take my vellum and I'll die cut out a slightly larger piece of vellum. We're going to stamp our sentiment directly on the smaller arch, and I'm going to stamp HB2U. I like this because I can color it in. Okay, I'm going to use my black memento ink to stamp this because I'm going to color the inside. We'll stamp this right on the bottom. Wonderful. And I have some colors that coordinate with the colors that we've been using. This is R81 is our pink. And then we have our orange. Orange is YRO2. We have yellow, which is Y15. But you could even use any kind of markers for this. And then I'm going to go back in with my pink for the U. So we have a little bit of color to our sentiment. I'm going to take my HB2U and we're going to layer it on the vellum, and then I also die cut out a piece of foam that I'm going to put behind it. And then we're going to place this right on the center of our card. I'm going to go ahead and take my flowers. I'm not going to add any dimension to the flowers because we popped up this panel. So this panel actually has a little bit of dimension, and then so do our flower centers. So I'm going to arrange these above the archway here. Looks a little groovy. I'm going to be using the Buttons Galore Jewelz mix. This has a variety of gems, and they're all in their own little container, which I just love. And we're going to add just a little bit of added, maybe this one. That one's kind of cool. Maybe we'll add this since we're kind of going bold. I'm going to add a few gems around our image, and I'll use my glue. Usually I opt for a little bit lighter sequins, but this is so out of this world, I guess I could say the name of our release, that I think it's going to work out great. And then I'm going to go in with my glossy accents. I'm going to go over my flower centers with a little bit of glossy accents for a little shine. And after my glossy accents is adhered, I'm going to go in with some chunky sparkle glitter. I need a scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to use a piece of cardstock to kind of scoop this in there. I love doing this with glossy accents. I just love the sparkle that it adds. Okay, we'll put this back. And I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to use my vacuum to clean it up. Do you know I've never even charged this thing. This is such a cute little vacuum. This top portion, let me show you, opens up and then you have the charger. I've had this for a few, maybe a couple years, maybe a year, a couple years, and I haven't charged it. That's how good this little thing is. This is where it sucks up, and then these are little brushes. But I'll list this down below if you guys are in need of one. I love this little gadget. If you don't like glitter, then I understand. But I love the sparkle that it adds to the center of my flowers. Kind of goes with the psychedelic kind of a theme with that fun background, but it's still yet soft. But that's my card today. I hope you get a chance to check out the Out of This World release over at the Simon Shop. Have a wonderful day. We will see you soon.